Welcome back to SLTV, ladies and gents. We have ourselves a winner for the flip knife
First,
dupreeh.
well, yeah, let's have a look at the knife first. That somebody's won. We've got 2 winners so far. Okay, so this is a lovely flip knife Doppler, and this has been won, believe it or not, by Spartacus. Spartacus
I'm Spartacus.
has won a flip knife Doppler. But also, Bongers, you won the wheel, and Sir, oh yes, that's right, you've won the Bison, battle scarred, and sand dashed. So congratulations to you. One person's won a flip knife Doppler, someone else has won a Bison. Oh yes. So guys, we've passed 400k followers. That means we're going to do 2 Dragon Lore attempts today. And unlike other streams, guys, we're not going to sit with the trade window open for 10 minutes and bait you to subscribe or anything else. Basically, straight after this game, we're going to do 1 attempt. If it's a 2-0, then we'll do 2 in quick succession. But guys,
what happens if we get 2 Dragon Lores?
Then we're bloody awesome.
Oh my god, we're
the most awesome guys ever.
That's going to be amazing.
I think we're pretty awesome already. But then we'd be more awesome, Dan. Your mouth would get dry, Dan, from saying awesome all the time.
Really?
If we did 2 Dragon Lores. And that would be awesome.
Why specifically would saying awesome make my mouth dry?
Because you'd have to say it a lot. Because we're awesome. We'd be more awesome. And it would be awesome that we've got 2 Dragon Lores. That's lots of awesome, Dan.
I think you're underestimating how much I talk on a regular basis, James.
That's multiple awesome.
Alright, here we go. It is pistol time. Sorry, knife time. To decide who starts where on the pistol round.
Oh,
round of
thug life in the corner.
Oh my god. Those sandbags are stained with blood. And now we have just karrigan.
Running back is never good.
Look at that. Just bunny hopping, not caring well. So first I'm going to take CT first of all, which is really, really good news for them, considering that TSM almost did it again. Oh my god.
Oh wait, isn't the Mac dog somewhere on this map?
You what?
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Pop Dog on Train. What am I talking about?
I was going to say.
Excuse me.
Mac dog. Jesus.
My brain's not really working today.
Mac dog. Just wanna.
Isn't the Mac dog over here?
Just wanna remember that.
Hey,
you said that.
But how about this?
The rest of my life.
How about
Mac dog, please.
Oh no! He obviously lost all his skins, Dan.
He got it, yeah, but he didn't shoot himself. He got shot.
It looks like he got done by a head crab.
I think it was a hit.
Did somebody called Spartacus actually win?
But it was.
That's absurd.
It was Spartacus with an AS and not a US.
Spartacus.
Spartacus.
Well, sir, make sure you claim your knife before the end of this map. Otherwise,
I'm Spartacus, James.
Otherwise, we will re-raffle.
I only have the default knife. You know that originally they had a different knife for the CT and the T side in CS:GO, but because they brought all the awesome skins in for knives, they made the default ones look terrible, and then you get the same one for T and CT.
They originally had these like the M9 and the bayonet.
Yeah.
Right, and then they took them away. They give us. They take us away. I remember I got a beta code for CS:GO at Eurogamer. I had to play it on a PlayStation console.
What?
In order to get a beta code. So I was like, all right, fine. I'll do it on this one occasion. So I bought an auto sniper and just bodied everyone. Got my beta code, went off to PC. Play it on PC. I've made some videos a very long time ago, actually.
Well, we've got the pistol now coming in for Nuke. This is map number 2 in this best of 3. StarSeries XII and TSM. They won Mirage 16-5, I do believe. Pretty crushing victory.
Flipside are actually particularly strong. Well, Simple is very, very strong in particular from the Flipside lineup on this map. But I think it was with Hellraisers where we saw him playing CT on Nuke. And now the question is, like, are they going to go double AWP?
Well, Blade is a really good leader for this map as well.
Are they going to go double AWP on the CT side? Simple is a very good rifler as well. And I don't know if their economy will be able to support it, but look how tentative this pistol round is, Dan.
This is one of the better maps for Flipside, I would say. And, again, Blade's leadership gives them potent T sides, but we're going to have, right now, just a very, very tentative Flipside as they respond and react. And now they're going to have to reposition. We can see that lots of players spotted towards the lower area, but 30 seconds left. TSM are going to be starting to get quite committed in, and there they go into the site. Markelov going to go down straight away. We do have TSM now with a good advantage. As we do have karrigan taking control of events only momentarily, though, as Simple does come in. But against 4 players, he's going to do nothing. And TSM take the first round. So Flipside in that horrible spot where TSM on the T side are going to get, in theory, 3 easy rounds. We'll have to see if Flipside, Simple buying up a scout and the pistol armor coming in, whether they can actually stop this horrible situation from happening, because every single T round is so important on this map.
Flipside not doing so well on these pistols today. It's really costing them. They've got, I think there's 0 from 3 at the moment. So we'll see if they're able to improve. It's going to be Simple, the only one with the scouts.
Yep. He is on outside at the moment. bondik is there on the rafters. Going to drop down into the top of the hut. And again, TSM, they just have to use the time in the rounds to make sure that, okay, you know what, we don't need to rush straight away. Let's see if Flipside are going to take a risk. Try to be aggressive early on, but it's not to be. Not going to give anything away. They want TSM to play into them. And Simple going to get toyed with outside. It's not a good idea necessarily. As now slowly TSM working their way into ramp room, but Markelov going to get a nice headshot and drop off into a safer position. So already Flipside taking an early advantage. Although that said, early is not the word, because it's 40 seconds left in the round. TSM need to go in. We've got dupreeh ready to wrap into main as his team do go down ramp into the lower bomb site. So let's see how successful dupreeh is going to be. We've got Device now. He's dropped into the bomb site, as we do have the push and the plant to be coming in. Blade stuck behind the smoke now. Markelov on the side. He can stop this plant. Oh, and he will just barely stop the plant in time. 3 versus 2, 15 seconds left. And we have a horrible situation. WorldEdit. Oh, he can't stop the plant in time. Does go down, and so do the rest of his team. And we have 2-0 now for TSM as Flipside full save.
That was a pretty fun round. They held them for quite a long time. Got the first frag on the ramp as well. And with 15 seconds left, I thought they would take it. If they had an angle on control, I think that round would have been theirs. But Device managing to spin around and get the plant down. Again, the bomb planting hitbox is something that's a bit controversial at the moment. People feel like it's a bit broken. But it's beyond my expertise. So Device and his teammates still continuing with the eco buy, the anti-eco buy, should I say, UMPs, Tech 9s. Gilil's really good with the extra bullets for these kind of rounds.
Alright, so they're going to be entering their way into the ramp, but Markelov again picks up a quick kill and before dropping down into safer territory. But he's only got 3 teammates. Well, sorry, he's only got 2 teammates left to play with against the entire lineup of TSM, but he does get another kill. Markelov doing a good job, but more damage can be done on these ranges. It's not really going to be favourable, except for WorldEdit, he will get caught off by the player on vent. So TSM now going to be up against the buy of Flipside, and Flipside they 100% need, no excuses, to win this round. They just have to. They need to get this going in their favour again, because TSM are super good on CT. Their CT is very scary, and they're also really good at shutting. TSM probably one of the best teams at shutting down outside plays, even with all the smokes down. And that's something that Flipside are going to be very reliant on later on when they play.
Look at this. Fast rush coming into the A-bomb site here from the T's, and it's going to be WorldEdit having to hold down a rush with an AWP. That's going to be difficult. And Blade and Simple are the ones getting the frags at the moment. 2 versus 1 now. Make that 1 versus 1 as only Markelov remains versus Device. Very expensive round for both teams. Markelov looking the wrong way. Doesn't get the frag. That is absolutely brutal.
Massive round there from TSM. Device getting his 1 of 3 at the end. And now TSM 4 rounds to 0. Another eco for Flipside. And the next time they're going to buy is going to be, it's already going to be 5-0 to TSM. And then if they lose again, the next time they're going to buy, unless they force it, which they could, but is not advisable, they really should eco again. The next time they will be able to buy properly it will be 7-0 to TSM. So this is the slippery slope territory that we're talking about now. And again, when the T rounds are so crucial, and getting anything more than that range of 3 to 5, which is expected, it becomes
already down there.
Incredibly unhappy times for Flipside.
What's a shame at the moment is that, like, Simple running around this map on CT side with an AWP is very, very strong. But because WorldEdit's a primary AWPer, they can't employ that style, at least with one AWP on the map. Which I think they should consider at least, but maybe it's a per team situation as well, who knows. But we may not even get to see that, because TSM are all over Flipside at the moment.
No tears, only dreams. AK, interestingly. Simple does have himself an M4.
Where can he go to save this? Considering that if he stays where he is, he's dead from the bomb blast.
Well, I think they're going to be buying this round no matter what, so it's okay. They're going to have quite a bit of cash thanks to the round loss bonus, and now we're going to see all the guns that they want. But again, they need to shut this down now. This just can't get out of hand.
Okay, this is a good decision, Dan. Sorry to interrupt you, but I was worried that they'd go double AWP because they wouldn't have money for nades. They've gone for one AWP, and they've given the AWP to Simple this time. And again, he is the guy who can just run around and just annihilate people with the AWP on this map in particular. So a bit of a change in strategy here, and it makes them more able to stop a rush as well, which I'm sure they're more paranoid about onto the A bomb site.
So far, Markelov has been doing pretty well on the ramp area. Do have device moving outside. And Simple surely must be lurking around here somewhere. We saw him last in main with that AWP, so he's going to be up and close against these people who are going to be challenging from this T-Red, but he's going to fall back again. Just avoiding those players. They've actually, Flipside have no concept for what is happening outside. They don't know how many people are there, where they're going. It's a complete mystery.
NiP do this as a choice though. They just give up outside, and they manage to still have a pretty strong CT hold.
You got to
see if Flipside can do the same.
And they do have WorldEdit who is peeking for that info, kind of where Forest would usually be. But so far,
time's running out as well. 35 seconds. Neither bomb site would breach despite the outside control.
TSM really wanted one of those picks. They felt convinced that perhaps the player from Flipside would peek them and die outside, but it hasn't happened yet. Good discipline here from Flipside as push comes in. Simple in a very key position, gets a nice little leg shot there with the AWP, but he gets eliminated. Markelov turns around, gets the spray down. That's 3 players in quick succession. It's cajunb and Device now incredibly low on their health. 10 seconds to get the bomb down, and that surely is just not happening here. Device picks up Blade, and it's going to be a round won by Flipside, but how much is it going to cost them here? It's 2 players, 3 players down.
Going for the AWP again.
The final cost.
I was wondering, are they going to run for the AWP and have the round just collapse around their eyes? But they will lose 1 player.
Now you can see the strain on the economy for Flipside. They've won 1 round, and now the biggest tragedy would be for them to lose this round, lose their money bonus, and be left on 1400 from losing it, and they would have to eco like twice. And then it's like GG. That's a horrible situation. So they have to win this round. Going to be dupreeh able to take down Simple already outside. So it's already off to a poor beginning.
Flipside have to be prepared to play without AWPs, because you can see TSM know how hard they need them. So when it's a case of saving, they're just holding angles where there's an AWP, because they know Flipside are going to be desperately running towards it, and they get free kills, which is also very harmful to the Flipside economy. So sometimes just got to give it up.
One of the scary things about TSM is what you're seeing, where they can just so happily take these duels outside. A lot of teams will smoke it off, try to like play for map control and stuff like that. But instead, TSM, they know their skill. They don't want to play necessarily for that. They want to play for the Angels. They know they're going to win those. And Flipside now down to 2 players, looking at that's a potentially horrendous situation where they will be on potentially a double eco. We'll have to see how the money works out exactly, but having won the last one, they get $1,400 for losing the next round, or this round, sorry. But we've got bondik and Markelov alive still. Looks like they're going to go for the save at the moment, or try to save what they can. But TSM would be remiss if they did not go for the hunt here. Eliminating bondik, or eliminating just one of these 2 players will be good enough. But can they find one of them? Now, they are closing in on bondik, who is on the T roof, but bondik and Markelov are very split up here. So if they all find bondik and get drawn to him, Zinix takes him down immediately. Okay, where's Markelov? They are going to be closing in on Markelov. Oh, he gets a bit of spray. Oh, he will go. Oh no, he gets taken down as well. That is a huge disaster. And look at how broke they are. It is, yeah, that's double eco for them if they want a proper buy. Because they get 1800 from losing this next one. So, James, I don't maths super good, but I'm pretty sure they're still going to have to eco again after that if they really want a proper buy. But that means they would have given away 7 rounds. James, how do you feel about this?
It's looking really bad. Problem is, like, as bad as this is, the game isn't over, despite how horrible this CT half is, at least right now.
Flipside are a team that has a good potential to take a lot of T rounds. I will say that. I will say that.
When Blade's old DATS lineup had good set pieces on the T side, however, with 2 AWPers on your team, do they have the same?
So when Thorin was here, I was talking to him. I was trying to make the point that I feel like Flipside could be in this problem or in this area where before we saw how Blade can turn around a team, how they could turn around Hellraisers, how they used that. But if, let's say, you've got WorldEdit in Simple and you regiment their play too heavily and they don't get enough freedom, then perhaps that's going to hurt their ability to perform. And for example, if you look at Existence and the way he plays with Kenny S, it's quite clear the space within the system that Existence has created, the space that is there for Kenny S to be Kenny S. And likewise, you can say the same thing for JW. You can say the same thing in Fnatic, and you can say the same thing for how NIP are played. They just play pretty free anyway. You can say the same thing about Envious, the way that Envious play. Happy's completely changed his leadership style.
What's also interesting is that both the AWPers have 2 very different styles. Simple is more of a Kenny S style AWPer, whereas WorldEdit's more of a Smith style AWPer, or of a Guardian, if you will. Where he's more of a solid AWPer rather than just running around and going absolutely crazy.
I wouldn't say Smith is Guardianish.
I'm talking WorldEdit. Well, I think Smith is probably a better comparison than Guardian.
But yeah, now we can see the buy that they're working with. It's 2 Famouses, James. 2 of them. It's not good. And they're going to go for a quick push. They just want to bust this again. This is exactly what they did to cripple the economy in the first place. And look at that. 3 frags instantly. And the pace was just not anticipated here from Flipside. They did not expect this.
They're not allowing the AWPers to have to exploit their skill on the flip side.
Yeah, they're just
charging into the site. They either have no money for the AWP or they have an AWP and they just charge into A, where you need an M4 because you got multiple opponents to kill.
So one interesting point again about the in-game leader thing with regards to Flipside, and it's hard to say because it's still early days. And with Flipside, it's definitely still early days. And you gotta let the man Blade work. Got to give him some time to work. But the original lineup, the original LDLC lineup with Happy, that team with Kali and so on, he was able to, and GMX, he was able to take that team, and Uzi as well, that team to like the semi-finals of a major. If you look at that leadership style, where he didn't have much talent, it was very regimented. If you look at the leadership style that he has now, it's incredibly freeform in comparison. He himself has become a lurker, more of a fragging role. So it's very interesting, that comparison.
That one rifle, they could win the round here. But there's still a lot of time on the clock for SoloMid to identify the locations of these ecoing players and eliminate them. But first they need to retrieve the bomb, which is going to put at least 2 of their players in the same place. You can see one of them's just hanging around a ramp position. Now the M4 is down. However, they still need to plant the bomb. Now there's only 2 left. So this could be the breath of fresh air that Flipside needed. Again, it's 1-8, but it could be turned into 7-8 here. Looks unlikely at the moment, but it's never impossible. dupreeh just holding an angle, got lots of time to play with, as we said. Zipnik's running around. Let's pay attention to where that AWP is as well for the time being. See if it gets picked up later on. Now again, Flipside going to be holding angles where they get the close quarters combat with those pistols. You can see bondik just waiting for someone to come up the ladder. And Simple main and vents. And the roaming AK is going to be on Blade. Meanwhile, while all the CTs are up on the A site, the Ts are down on the B site. Going to plant in the smoke here. Let's have a look at the reaction of the CTs. They're going to have to come out together. The bomb is down. Now we've got a 2v1 situation. 6 seconds on the clock. This round is Flipside, unless they do something terrible again. bondik gonna go for the trade frag despite the limited time remaining.
Dangerous games, a dangerous game, James.
I know, dangerous games indeed. No AWP still for the CT side. Gonna have to spend the money to get it. See, what Simple was delayed. Maybe there was a discussion about buying one with no armor, but I think he could have actually bought one with Kevlar, but he's gone for the single op here. I'm sure they're afraid of those rushes from the T side. It looks like it's going to be a different strat, at least for the time being. They're set up for nades outside, I think. Let's have a look. Doesn't seem like there's anything yet, but the CTs are prepared. I think WorldEdit is up. Yeah, indeed he is. So all the or most of the T still stuck outside for the moment. Bad dudes being bad dudes. Counter flashes coming in from the CTs. Just trying to stop any rush timing here from TSM, trying to disrupt their stratego. Let's have a look at bondik. The push is going to come in. Looks the right way to avoid the flashes. Doesn't get flashed eventually. Can he get a frag though? Gets one. Look at the positioning from the remaining two CTs. Sorry, Ts. One at T vent, one at CT vent. Excellent positioning there, straight away from the Ts, but it's going to be advantage.
Flank.
Flipside.
It's coming in as well from lobby. And he's just biding his time now. Markelov can just destroy device. And there it is. He finds the shot. And we have 8-3 now. Flipside picking up some rounds. But again, TSM already on 8 rounds on the T side is quite brutal. Oh my goodness. At least for Flipside's sake, they have got some money going. They got the AWP on WorldEdit. However, if they actually lose this one, they have to eco. I wonder how TSM will approach this. Will they just go for those fast upper hits? They've been working quite well for them. Looks like this round they're going to go for a wall of smoke outside and play a new strategy as they slowly take control of the outside. I don't believe there's anybody... Yeah, there's no one on the outer catwalk here for Flipside, so there's no way for them to actually spot what's going on behind the smoke unless they push somebody through the smoke, or unless Simple peeks up from Secret, able to take down the bomb. He just wants to keep facing. Look at the spray, almost getting the third one, and it's going to be the rest of his teammates picking up another extra frag. It's in the blade, and they know exactly what's going on now thanks to Simple, and some players would have backed away, but Simple's a man.
Simple is a CS god, self-proclaimed, self-titled, self-styled.
Actually, how old is he? 17.
He is 17.
So maybe he's not.
Yeah. He's young and arrogant, Dan. Young and arrogant.
He took down 2 with him, and that was just enough damage for his team to get a really strong edge. cajunb now lurking around in the vents. 30 seconds left in this round, and the money for TSM is not that stellar, to say the least, as he goes up the fence. He's going to get spotted now, though. In goes the nade. He's going to find himself at the mercy of Markelov. And Markelov is not... His name is not Markelov the Merciful. It's Markelov the Merciless. But Markelov actually has been a little bit inconsistent, I must say, in recent times. James, comment, please. He's top fragging in this game for Flipside, but that's not saying much considering how much they're getting wrecked on the CT side.
WorldEdit, Blade and bondik have 3 kills apiece.
Yeah, that's
I
quite
did
brutal.
not even notice that until now. That is pretty brutal. TSM have played them like a flute, Dan.
Simple still rocking secret area. Don't know how to play flute, by the way.
Do you know what song they've been playing? The Winds of Castamere, Dan.
Oh.
It's been a massacre.
So we got Blade now back into the vents, just adjusting his position based on how TSM are moving through the map. They picks up the kill on karrigan. Game leader down now. All position taken in Toxic. That's really nice, but look at the shenanigans up here. bondik having to look at his flank, but he does actually pick up the kills. 2 players left here, one of which I believe is still in Toxic. It's Zipnix. And if cajunb can add a little bit of extra distraction, he can't. So this should be pretty hard.
Firing squad, Dan.
For Zipnix. I actually know some of the words of the
That was a North Korean execution.
what of Castamere? It's the
Winds of
Winds
Castamere,
of
isn't it?
Castamere, yeah.
It's the
The
rains.
rains,
I
the
thought it was
rains,
winds or
yeah.
rains, but I thought it was winds, but it's rains.
Rains.
Nobody,
the rain
nobody
of
likes to
Castamere.
have wind, Dan.
No. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's the Lannister song, The Lannisters. It's their theme song.
The Lannisters send their regards. Up on both sides now. cajunb splashing the cash. If they lose this round, be broke as a joke. WorldEdit up on that catwalk once again. Have a look at the presence outside from the T's. A bit paranoid about T-Red. It seems that Simple being in secret is working so far for the Flipside team. Again, there's 2 rounds remaining in this half, but it's all doable. Wall of smokes coming in for the T's. No action on the ramp at the moment. Device is on top of the silo now.
Would like some pre-nades into Simple's position. He's been playing it quite often at this point. However, TSM more interested in trying to find the Angels actually behind the smoke, as they do take control, or try to take control of ramp as well. I think they're moving through radio at the moment. dupreeh will pick up the kill onto WorldEdit, but Markelov going to trade on cajunb, so going to hold on to ramp for now. But oh, Markelov able to dodge, juke, jive, get the kill and the bomb down, and that's a really big play there for Flipside. But
look at the life or lack of on TSM here. Device 11 HP, dupreeh 14 HP, 30 seconds on the clock, 1-man disadvantage. This is not good. Is Simple's back covered from outside? I'm not sure if it is. Let's have a look. No, it's not. And dupreeh's going to get a free frag onto Markelov, in fact, on the ramp. Simple with a trade, and now it's a 3 versus 1. Device with an AWP as well. Going to save it for the last round. So Flipside surviving. This could have been so much worse for them, but at least they've clawed some rounds back. The question is, I mean, we've seen the solid A pushes here from TSM, well-timed A pushes, and timed in terms of, okay, Flipside have AWPs, they want range, so let's just close it down and shut them out. But the question is, what do Flipside, excuse me, what do Flipside have to offer on their T side? Can they take this to a third map?
It's definitely going to be interesting to see. I do have confidence in their T sides, but they're going to have to fight back from such a terrible position. Either way, we're going to have Boost coming out there for Device to get some warping angles outside. Simple going for the fast push down secret again. And they should be anticipating this by now. They should even be, again, they should be thinking about pre-nading it. Oh, there it is. Device going to be the better of WorldEdit. Simple going to have to go up, try to equalize. Going to take the risks here. Does get spotted. He can't go up for another repeat because they know he's there for sure this time around.
They've got their numbers after him as well.
The angry numbers here from Denmark. TSM slowly taking that position, and a lot of TSM's game is about just like getting these angels and winning them because their skill is so good, and you've got players to lead the charge such as Device and dupreeh. So next in cajunb, obviously skill out the roof. The skill ceiling for them is also super high as well. See if bondik can keep hold of this position here. Looks like he's going to get challenged. This is going to be pretty brutal if they lose the presence of bondik on the upper side, which they will. And they have hell as well, so 2 players going down, just pinching in onto the upper bomb side position. Simple going to get denied by Device as well. And Markelov gets taken out for the 9-6 first half. TSM absolutely brutalizing Flipside. What a sublime half for them. Flipside basically undone by these like super fast upper rushes with AKs, like 3 out squeaky upper rushes from TSM, because TSM won the pistol, and then as soon as Flipside could buy, boom, 3 out of squeaky, and they had this obviously like they've had this like really fast rehearsed play with that upper rush, and that just completely broke Flipside. And they didn't lose to that just once; they lost to that 2 or 3 times.
WorldEdit has 3 kills in 15 rounds.
What are you trying to say, James?
I'm trying to say, like, in terms of Blade's old team, a well-oiled team with all their drills and so on, again, like, where in a perfect world with 16k you may have 2 AWPs, maybe not necessarily on Nuke, but in a perfect world where you would normally, on the average map, have 2 AWPs, do you have drills that do not have any AWPs included? That is the question, because they're coming into a T side here. They've lost 3 out of 3 pistol rounds so far. And let's say they lose this one as well and they have limited funds. Are they going to have the answers to win the rounds on Nuke? On the T side? We're about to find out.
Here we go. Flip sides now going to have to dictate the pace a little bit on their T sides. They have a lot of grenades to work with as well. And we've got karrigan who's going to get up close to that smoke on her. And Device actually missing the first kill there on bondik. Gets straight down secret. dupreeh is going to come around in for some peeking here. And they have a good sense of what is going on. If Flipside are outside, they're only able to go down secret right now. But they aren't necessarily going down. They are just holding their ground, trying to see if they can catch off some of these players. And that's a nice kill onto karrigan, busting into the upper site. Markelov eliminating Ziplex, who was trying to push through that smoke to recontrol upper with his teammates. But what is going on? We have frags left, right, and center. Markelov going to go down, and boom, rounds 10 for Team SoloMid. They pick up the pistol, and Flipside now, what do they do, James? They didn't get the bomb down. They're going to have to double eco.
I don't think
pistol armor.
I don't think they had much scope for trade kills in that round because it seemed that they were almost always separate. Like bondik was just running out on his own. You saw there was one player pushing A on his own, got shot in the back of the head from somebody who pushed heaven. Then there was a player who got a frag on ramp, but he was on his own as well. Like there's no trades if something goes the other team's way.
That was a nice shot there from WorldEdit. Simple is looking for some more damage. So dupreeh can back away. Oh dear, does get Simple through the wall there, and let's back away to a safer position. Did spot quite a few players, so he can make that call to his teammates. And again, a challenge won by dupreeh. Gets another one as well. Markelov goes down over towards our area, but these 1-bigs are definitely proving useful. But it's just bondik left now. Will get eliminated by cajunb. 11-6 now the score, as we do have TSM just abusing their position, and we're going to see that flip side again, unless they want to force it up now, which they won't. I mean, I guess if TSM had like a couple more rounds, I would probably recommend that, considering they would be behind so much.
Yeah.
But I think Flipside is also a team where they have a lot of set plays, and their advantages are not going to come in these quick rushes. But
you did say that Flipside would need to win Mirage, and that was a map where on the first half they just made a bunch of mistakes that were just horrible for them. And this map is just one where TSM completely shut them down, just had all the hard counters ready on the T side, and now have the 6-round lead on the CT side. So it looks like that you are.
Yeah. I mean,
you went full Mystic Megdan, just minus the wig.
my estimate was just predicated on the fact that I knew that TSM, in theory, should have a much stronger nuke game, and I never would have expected that they would do so well on T side. Never would have expected that. But we have the full buy here for Flipside. So what are they going to go with now? And again, also, what are TSM going to do to try to foil this? Is dupreeh getting up close? Yeah, he is. dupreeh's going quite close. He's on T-red at the moment. So dupreeh is in a position with his teammate who's on the outer catwalk. And I was talking about how well TSM shut down outside on their CT halves. And this is my worrying point, or the worrying point for me with regards to how Flipside's chances are on their T sides, is if they base it on outside, that's something that TSM are very good at dealing with.
That's really cool because dupreeh doesn't even need to show, because his teammate can spot for him and he can pop out when he needs to with his teammate running distraction. So that is actually a fantastic setup outside. Flash coming in, a device, not going to move his position too much. And again, he will have the angle for dupreeh should he need it. So as far as Flipside know, there is nobody around the secret area, but maybe in. Wow,
and the guy on Outer Cat was actually visible to WorldEdit. He was on the silo. They would have heard the stepping on silo as well, so they are aware vaguely where the players are supposed to be here for Flipside. So
looks like an A push is coming in. We've got nades coming in from the roof outside as well. Flashes are here. Simple going to try and make action happen on the ramp. Gets a frag as well. He could potentially flank into heaven, but 20 seconds left. There's a second frag punishing a rotation. Seems it's going to be B actually. Let's see how much dupreeh can do. If he can kill the bomb carrier, then anything can happen here.
dupreeh picks up a couple big frags there for his team, leading in a 1 or 2 against for cajunb. He takes the first frag. He knows exactly where WorldEdit is. Even got some tags there, and he's got 2 flashbangs as well, and quite a lot of time and a kit. So cajunb can absolutely do this. He's just going for the hole. They're trying to bait him out, get some extra damage. Ooh, he knows he must be low, and he gets it with that peek, with that pixel of a head going through that gap in the door, and it's going to be the round there for TSM.
He aimed for where WorldEdit would run past as well.
Exactly,
so he could base his reaction and press his button exactly when he's in this crosshair. Excellent play by TSM. What a strong team.
cajunb's a boss.
Dan,
He's the end boss.
he paid the cost to be the boss.
What was the cost? Exactly. What does there have to be a cost? I guess a lot of time invested, a lot of practicing. Is that what we're talking about, James? You know when I like
I can't
take everything literal. You love that. You like it. DDK goes literal. Okay. Here we are. Getting the push in here from Flipside. They were broken by these pushes from TSM. They're going to give it a try themselves. Bit of team damage there from bondik, I believe, and bomb goes down almost immediately. However, TSM, I would not imagine, are too worried about this. If we have a look at their money, they can. Okay, maybe they should have a little bit of room for worry, because they are going to have to get the eco on. But
they've got an AWP as well.
If they keep these 3 weapons alive, and if we check the money again, it could be in a spot where the money's so low for Flipside. Them hunting the CTs down is not really in their interest. So keeping these weapons alive, in fact, they'll be able to get the buy going again quite easily with what they have left. And Flipside pick up round number 7, but Flipside are up against a really, really big obstacle here, which is that factor that TSM only need to win 3 rounds, and they're going to be able to take this one. So we can see the rebuy coming in here for TSM was fairly effortless, saving 3 players.
But look at the pressure starting to mount on the CT economy now. Flipside should be able to get a reasonable buyout if they lose this round, whereas Team SoloMid cannot afford to lose any of their players. Things will get difficult indeed. If they lose 2 players in this round and win the round, then things will not be ideal. But that would put them 2 rounds away from match victory here, so I don't think they'd be that concerned.
Absolutely not. They can be coming in around here, and again, some more damage done. That's some early advantages. Flipside, a bit of spam on the roof there, but there's no one to be found just yet. As Blade is going to take some extra spam damage as well, down to 51 now. Early damage battle rages on as Device is going to be trying to peek outside, but these smokes are just covering everything. There's a nade from Zipnix, but there's nobody there. Flipside are gearing up in lobby at the moment, and they've only got 1 man outside, so potentially looking for this upper play again. And there it is. They're just going to pop out of hut, picks up a quick kill by CT Ven, looks for the second one, runs out of bullets, and that's the end of him. But he's got teammates now, but where are they? dupreeh up through main, looking for the flank now. This is a big play coming in from the man dupreeh. In from the back, quick frag found by the hut, and now he just has to keep himself alive, keep the pressure on. There's the peak, picks up another one, and bondik now in a 1-on-2 as he goes down, burning alive. And defuse comes in from dupreeh. Good save. Nice little movement to get that flank going, and 14-7 now the score, and the reality for Flipside is they could be out in the very fast 2 maps against Team SoloMid.
Okay, so again that last spy coming out for Flipside, but really just so many rounds needing to be won. When the CT side score is double your score on Nuke, then you're in really bad shape. So you have to expect an eventual W here for TSM, but it's never over until it's over. Again, the money's still poor for TSM. If Flipside can string 2 rounds together, then they may be able to have a bit of a catch-up. But still, 1 mistake from Flipside, and it's all over. Bit of toying here as it's still early on in this round. Can expect a late push if we don't see an early frag here from the T side. Just trying to take charge of the outside at the moment. Device is in Mac, as it was previously called in older versions of the game. Had a big sign on it, said Mac. They are going down into secret as 2 people, make it 3. But what can they do with this control? Again, there's still someone in Mac. Device could go for an eventual flank, but he has revealed his position. Little bit of dueling going on there. He hasn't really made any tags whatsoever. And the T side still moving aggressively towards B. You can see that dupreeh is in position behind Silo. Crossfire with Zipniks as well. So this will be a complete catastrophe for Flipside, or at least it should be, should they push this site. 23 seconds remaining. Whatever they choose to do, that will be their first and last option.
The bomb is so far away that he needs to full-out sprint from point A to point B to actually get that bomb down and finish things up, but...
Go TV, go TV, go TV.
Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Like go TV. Why does it do this to us?
It never used to. It never used to do this.
No, it never did.
But now it does.
No, it does.
Well, I don't know what we can do about this, really.
So should we boycott?
We need to email the big boys.
Let's boycott the grenades.
In America.
Okay, we got one more round here for TSM to take this, and it's a very scrappy buy for Flipside. Options-wise, honestly, you would probably be looking towards a bit of a ramp play, considering that that's where they can make the pistols the most effective. But at the moment, they're just holding their ground. Again, using the time, as a commodity. Extra time to find out where the CTs are playing from, to get them to waste grenades. If they are so cocky as to go for early peaks, they can capitalize. But actually, it's WorldEdit. He runs in by himself with no support, gets taken down in a quick one-on-one. bondik able to take down karrigan as he does go for that pressure into the lobby area. But what is this? It's a bit of a mess here from Flipside as the bomb goes down, and very disjointed play at the end. You can sense the desperation from the team. You can sense... Oh, wow! bondik! Quick 2 kills in from him with the AK. And you got dupreeh now left over. And there you go. dupreeh will win that one-on-one. And it's going to be a 16-7. So too quick. Well, I thought this game was going to be quite close, actually. But with TSM winning. But damn.
Yeah, that was super horrible for Flipside. But
what do you think the problem is for Flipside?
The problem is that TSM knew what to expect from Flipside and completely ruined them. Well, firstly, they lost 4 out of 4 pistol rounds. Flipside.
That's true. That's a big difference.
They lost every single pistol round. So their team is like one of the most resource-hungry teams in the game at the moment, with having WorldEdit and Simple. When you lose 4 pistol rounds out of 4 in a best of 3, then how are you going to get? How are you going to get to maximum capacity on your team in terms of firepower? You're not going to get there.
It feels like Simple doesn't show up as well because they always put the AWP on WorldEdit first. And although Simple's are great with the AK, I feel like I've seen... I know that he's a great rifler, but with the AWP, Simple, I don't know, he creates a lot of opportunities. Because like you said, WorldEdit, although he has capability to be an aggressive AWPer, he's less at home with the more Kenny-esque kind of ability of being super aggressive and having his back against the wall and being able to perform like amazing stuff.
Not his style.
But Simple is that kind of AWPer. He is the kind of more JW-esque kind of get aggressive, get in their face with the AWP and put himself in positions that should be bad, that you're like playing against you. Like, we can exploit this AWPer's position. You walk up, he's got his back against the wall, he can't move, but he somehow no-scopes you. Like, that's what Simple can do. But we're not getting to... I think we're not getting to see what Simple can do, and I think there's a problem with that.
I feel like for this particular map, Simple should have probably been the primary AWPer. But that said, TSM completely countered him anyway. So who knows if he would have been? I think
Mirage for me. That's really because I feel like they're always going to lose against TSM on Nuke. But it's Mirage where they could really be. They should have had so many more rounds on T side, man.
They had 3 massive screw ups on Mirage.
They had
massive screw ups.
Problems.
But hey, sometimes it happens. What can you do?
Yeah.
But it just ruined them. Like it just ruined
it
them,
really did.
Unfortunately. So
I think we can definitely expect a lot better results from them in the future.
Yeah.
They're still an exciting team. However, is it Dragonlord time?
Dan, I think it's Dragonlord time.
Dragonlord time. All right, guys.
Let's do it. I think firstly we need to disconnect from this server.
It's a good start.
Let's do that. Okay, you've disconnected. All right, let's do it. No messing around. It's time to go to game, dude. Game. We'll just draw for the Dragonlord while it's staring at us. They can't see what's going on. All right. First one. Where is it? M41 this night. Okay. Use a trace up contract. All right. So let's see what we get actually. If we put this in there, then we might get a man of war. Okay, let's put one of these in there.
So
this with after image where you might get an X-ray.
For those who just joined us, this is for the 400k subs.
Yeah.
This is the Dragon Lore attempts.
400k followers.
Sorry,
But
followers,
it's a draw for subscribers. We've given away a knife for everyone else. All right. So what we have to do here is we've got to scribble this bit out because it ruins the surprise. Dan, I've got to say I'm a bit nervous. I got clammy hands. I'm sweating like a pervert right now. Okay. Let's make sure we can't see the D. Or the X if it's an X-ray. Okay, I think this is good. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I just remembered.
What?
Before we need to do the draw first.
So who's going to get it?
Exactly.
Okay,
and then do it.
Oh, damn.
So, hold on a minute, second, guys. I'm not even trolling. Like, this is what I wanted to do in the first place. Because otherwise, where's the fun? All right. So, we're going to do the sub-draw first.
Okay.
Pick a winner. Then they can see their fate. I think that's really... Can you imagine if we did this with a webcam? So they could see, like, the X-ray come out and just the tears coming down.
The sodium.
The suspense. This is the most brutal way to do a Dragon Lore draw, guys. All right, so what's our... what is our first keyword going to be?
No bison, please.
I think it could be no X-ray, please.
No X-ray, please. All right.
Yeah, no X-ray, please.
Gaben, please.
Okay, so then what do we do? Let's see. How long do we hold this raffle for? I'd say let's give them 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
To
so we cut to a quick break.
Have a raffle.
I
wouldn't say cut to a break. I think we should... No, there's no breaks, Dan.
No breaks.
It's just you and me here again.
Oh, God,
just like yesterday.
Yesterday was horrible. You said all kinds of weird and awkward things. You that story with the dog. Story with Pimp arriving and being a sub.
That was your fault for laughing.
That's not my fault for laughing.
You laughed, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, Pimp is funny because it's Pimp, ha!" And then I said something silly, but it was your fault.
How is that my fault? How is that my fault? What comes out of your mouth?
You set me off. You set me off, Dan.
That's not right.
You set me off. Producer Reedtz, you got to tell us when it's 2 minutes because we're not paying attention here. And anyway, if you let us go for too long, then who knows what's going to happen?
What happened to the prop that got lost? Are we getting a new one of those?
I need to do that.
You do need to do that.
I do need to do that.
We need more props.
We have a lot of props, actually.
Yeah. We do. We do have loads of props. So, James, are you feeling better? Because I know you were ill when you flew away to Madrid, but you've returned. Yesterday you seemed a little bit high, but also better.
A little bit high?
Yeah.
What are you accusing me of?
Well, you know, the altitude, of course.
Can you believe this?
What are you trying to say, James?
What was the question again?
How are you doing? How is your health?
So last week I was very sick. This week I have an annoying cough. I haven't taken my asthma pump for a few days actually, which might be what this cough is about. But like I had a massive pounding headache when we were casting last week, and it was just casting was pretty awful. In my opinion.
Do you have any special James headache remedies? Any like homemade?
I just try and drink water, but it doesn't seem to happen. Doesn't seem to work for me, Dan. So I don't know. But
well, it's only supposed to work if the headache is brought on by dehydration, surely.
I suppose so.
But then again,
I do wonder how long it takes.
Whenever I'm dehydrated and I get a headache and I drink water because I'm dehydrated, I have a headache. It never fixes the problem. You have to preemptively
How long does it take? How long does it take to rehydrate?
I don't know.
Because I don't know.
We're like 80%. What are we? 80% water, 90% water. Some I don't know. I don't know anything about biology. James.
I wonder what percentage creates dehydration as well. Like where are you at a happy level of hydration, and then at what point are you at an unhappy level of hydration?
I'm sure there must be biologists in there.
Right. We need to know. We need to know this. Somebody tweet me. I want to know this information now.
Biology facts.
And then. Oh wow, Bongers would like his bison signed by me.
How many bisons have you signed by now? You've done a few signings, right?
I think maybe 2.
2 signings.
2, I think.
Right.
I've signed some rather random objects, but don't say this on stream, guys.
Okay, James, I have another question for you. You've been to a lot of places. James used to, he used to like photography and stuff, and you went around.
I'm literally got clammy hands, Dan.
Okay,
I don't know why. I'm not a clammy hand person.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut to the chase here because there's less chance of you interrupting with random stuff. So, what for all the people that are watching? What is a cool place that they probably haven't been to that they should go to? Because you've been all over the place in this world.
Cool place that they probably haven't been to. Vilnius in Lithuania is really awesome, and it's a beautiful country. It's got really nice people there.
He means beautiful ladies, is what he means.
Yes,
he likes the Slavic ladies.
They're really big. They're really big on basketball there.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy, because obviously like we're from England, right? So excuse me, the big thing here is football. But if you want to see something different, then you've got Lithuania. They've got cool history there. There's a place in Vilnius called I don't know how to pronounce it properly, but it's spelled like Uzupio with a Z. Although they were the European, I think they were the European country of culture or something, or the European city of culture last year or the year before. So they cleaned up all the old stuff, which used to be really cool. So now it's gone. There's a place north of Vilnius called Šiauliai, where they have a hill of crosses, and people don't really know why it's there, but people go and put crosses there. It's like a religious monument there. But there must be like 200,000 crosses there, like just loads of crosses. It's pretty crazy.
Interesting. So Lithuania.
I'd say that, yes. I'd say Baku in Azerbaijan as well. I went there for the IESF, commentating Street Fighter and Tekken this year. So Baku is a good one. You know, in all the times I've been to Paris, I've never been to the catacombs.
Okay.
I forget. I just forget every single time. I want to go there. But anyway, so before we continue with that, I don't want to troll people here. We need to pick someone to win this, whatever comes out. So who is the winner? Producer Reedtz. I think the look on his face. You need to put your stream mic on. I want to hear you pronounce this on the stream.
Yabuki Joe.
Yabuki Joe.
Yabuki Joe.
Okay.
Congrats.
Let's do it. Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say congratulations yet.
Let's see what comes out. All right, let's go. Okay, is the sound on? The game sound. We need a game sound on. Good luck.
This is the worst part. The wait.
Is it good?
The
is it bad?
anticipation.
It's 10% good. 10% chance of being good. Oh!
Bollocks.
Yabuki Joe, or whatever the hell your name is. Congratulations, sir. You've got an X-ray.
The no X-ray please did not work.
Do you know what? I feel a little bit bad that he didn't get a Dragon Law. But I feel immensely happy that I'm not giving a Dragon Law to somebody when I haven't got one myself, damn it. Do you have any idea how much money I spent on this crap?
We need to go again.
All right, we do. All right, let's go back
so
to the game.
load it up. Set it up.
Where's the other one?
Set it up.
Oh, there it is.
I feel like this is not going to happen, James.
Use with
It's just 10%, right? 10%.
Yeah, there's a 10% chance, but that 10% chance has to happen sometime.
There's a 10% of the time.
There's a very good chance that this stream is going to end with utter disappointment. Oh, you've done a draw for the other one already. Where's the fun in that? Well, I guess you've said a name now, so I can't deny him. Achilles 7.
He didn't say it on stream though.
I know, but you've told me. I feel bad if I don't give it to this person. So Achilles 79, you've won the other raffle that wasn't even supposed to happen right now. Wait, this like is so expensive, and producer Reedtz just ruined the whole thing.
Hey man.
All right, so let's see what you could win. You could win an M4A4 Bullet Rain, or I think we put far too many FAMASs in the other. I feel sorry for the guy now, but it's done. What's done is done. Okay, so you could win, sir, an M4A4 Bullet Rain, an AK-47 Jaguar, an M4A4 X-Ray, as we've seen already, a Vulcan, a Desert Strike, which is probably worse than an X-Ray. Oh, that's the same as that. A Wasteland Rebel. What if a P2000 comes out, Dan? Or an All Chameleon. At least you could win an Asimov. You got like, I don't even know what that is. That's like a 5% chance at an Asimov or whatever. All right, let's go.
Let's do this.
So what's the person's name again? Achilles 79. Do you know what? I'm gonna find it. If we just fail twice,
they need to like,
and we end with like no Dragon Law. I'm going to find it personally immensely hilarious because I'm that kind of person. All right, good luck. This costs like £350. Like it's a lot of money.
Here we go. Oh my god. Look at even the tongue. I haven't seen that skin before at all. Good thing the org is very useful. No one uses the org anymore, James. But maybe this guy will now. Sorry, guys. Anti-climax. That's the biggest anti-climax we've ever had in this stream.
I just think this is hilarious. So what do we do now?
I don't know. I think we find a nice corner to cry in.
Okay, so we've given a flip knife to somebody who's not subscribed, and 2 people who've subscribed have won a M4 X-ray and an old chameleon.
And how much value was in that in comparison to the flip knife?
The flip knife, flip knife cost about £130. Old chameleon cost about £3, but cost about £150 to bring out the £3 skin. And the X-ray is not far behind.
Oh my god, this is not fair, James. This is not just. It's not just world.
It's not, Dan. And do you know what's even worse? When I had the idea, okay, let's buy some knights and try Dragon Lore. It was like £130 for each one. When we bought them, they were £160 each, and now they're £200 each. So I don't think it's just to continue.
So 500k, we're going to do another Dragon Lore attempt.
I don't think it's just to continue with this madness.
500k, 4 Dragon Lore attempts. No.
I think
you can't give up, James. You can't give up in the pursuit of the Dragon Lore.
I think.
Can we?
I think that at this point, it would be cheaper to just buy souvenir boxes. They're like £70 each.
Jesus,
it's really madness. I bought loads when they were £30 each. Like, I don't know, man. I've ruined my own economy. Never mind Counter-Strike.
Do you still have an issue with this?
No, I don't actually. Well, for the time being, I'm all right.
I stopped around Christmas. I was just like, you know what? I sold everything, and I used everything on Steam sales.
That's good for you, Dan. But I only play Counter-Strike. So.
I don't even have time to play Counter-Strike.
So I think, by the way, we passed Kitty Plays games.
I still need a desk.
Yesterday or the day before.
Do you have a desk for me?
I have a desk, but not for you. You want my desk? You've seen what I play on, right? I play on a bureau.
No, I don't want a bureau.
You'd rather have no desk
I don't
than
want
have
a
my
bureau.
desk. I think the next target has to be 450k now.
I used to play on a bureau, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Bureau brothers.
But it was really annoying. I almost wanted to take like a sword to it because it had so many annoying like bits and pieces that were sticking out.
Oh, really?
And I couldn't get the chair under properly.
Mine's just too high for me to play properly on.
So how do you play like this?
Kind of up here, yeah.
You're really tall.
That's why like
can't you just get a chair that you can adjust?
I've tried every chair, but they don't go high
chair.
enough. They don't go high enough.
But
I was using a Mac keyboard, like a chiclet keyboard, for the longest time because I was used to playing. I used to have a Dell laptop a long time ago, but now I finally upgraded to the Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition. I think that's what it's. I think that's the right one. The stealth one, so it's got quieter keys, which I'm happy with actually. It's really nice. Anyway, so guys, we've had 2 failed Dragon Lore attempts, and not really sure how to consolidate you on that. But I think
I know it feels like we're ending on a down rather than an up.
I know it kind of sucks. All
Although that's not true because we have North American stream later.
Indeed, we do.
So that's awesome.
I think what we'll do is a consolation giveaway for subscribers on Thursday. Yes, I think that's what we're going to do. So
wait, never mind, continue.
Blabbermouth. I think we're done, Dan.
We're done.
We need to close the stream for now.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Sorry about what happened.
Sorry about your skins.
Sorry about that.
We should have got a forest sign so we could just press a button, it just flips up. Sorry about your skins, and then it goes down again.
But it is time. It's time to end the show for now. But yep, follow the channel. We are going to be going live with loads of Counter-Strike. Got Counter-Strike tomorrow. Got Counter-Strike in a few hours. North American Face It League. We have, of course, Counter-Strike on Thursday and Sunday and
almost every day.
Not Friday, Saturday, but all the other days this week. Right?
Who knows what will happen by the end of the week?
Stuff can happen.
Lots of Counter-Strike on lots of days here at Face It.